Hello and welcome to Recess with PunkinFutz. I am your host. Hi, Marty. I am your host, Miss Rebecca, and today we are joined by a really special crew of guests. So, first off, I want Marty, Mr. Marty Allen, to say a little bit about himself, his puppets, and Puppet City. But also apologies. It's been a little while. So this is our first time back for recess. We took a little recess. We took a recess from recess, and we are back, at least for now. And so that's about it. All right. So Marty, could you tell us a little bit about your puppets and yourself?
Sure. Yeah. Hi. Thanks so much for having me, Rebecca and PunkinFutz. I'm so happy to be here. My name's Marty. I make sock puppets and sock puppet portraits. I do lots of stuff, but that's pretty much why I'm here. The thing that I'm doing a lot of right now is I'm sort of redoing all of my sock puppet portraits. I've been making them for a long time, but I'm running a Kickstarter where I'm trying to re-release them. Here's a sock puppet portrait. Can you guys see it? It's shiny because I have a light on.
Yeah, it's really cute. So is it a drawing?
They're photographs of the puppets that I make.
That's
and they have
amazing.
names and stories. If you look on the back, you learn about them. And I've got like a YouTube channel and all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's, I don't know. They're all over the place. Well, they're behind me. There's a big one behind me.
Oh, yeah. That's what those are. They're beautiful.
It's probably easier to see that. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they have names and stories, all sorts of fun stuff. But I also just make puppets too, and I do workshops as well. Usually my workshops are in person, but I'm so excited to be here to do one at recess, a recess one. That's so much fun. Yeah, that's me. I'm here in charge of Sock Puppet City.
Mayor of Sock Puppet City. Is that who you are?
I think I'm the captain, actually. My Kickstarter, everyone who becomes a Kickstarter, they all become citizens of Sock Puppet City and get an ID as well. And they get like a job title. And one of them is mayor. And somebody out there actually is the mayor already. So I consider myself the captain.
I like that. Captain Marty. Can we call you Captain Marty?
I love that. And hats.
Perfect. We will make our we won't make hats, but yes, with the hat, we're going to call you Captain Marty. All right, so we have so I don't know, it's summer and we are having fun, and I happen to be on a little vacation with my family, and so I asked them if they wanted to join me, and they said yes. So I'm very excited to introduce my cousin Maddie, my mother Luann, who also comments on these a lot, which is fun.
So I get off my Facebook here and watch.
Yes. And then my sister Elizabeth. All right, so hello everybody.
Hello.
Hi, family.
Hi, family.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining me, family. It's very exciting. All right. So, so how shall we get started? I know that we have a plethora of materials here,
Yeah.
but for those at home who want to know what to, sorry, we both did that at the same time. All right. So you go ahead. You tell people what they can get.
Oh, well, here we have it right here, provided by the good people at PunkinFutz. Suggested materials include a sock, sticky backed foam, and markers. And then for older kids and grown-up helping friends, thanks for using my own language there, hot glue is very helpful, cardboard and batting too. Really anything you have. I mean, I might even do like a very quick demo where I'll just show you how to do a sock puppet with just a sock and a marker. Anything you have around, really just, ways to stick stuff together, a sock, we're gonna make it happen. Like when I make stuff with people, there's no wrong way to make stuff, and we just want to have fun and build a fun character together. But that's a great way to start for sure. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, we have all of those. Well, some of those things here. We've got socks. We've got that foam with the backing, which we've never actually used before, and we're all actually kind of excited about it.
Great.
We've got our scissors and pens and paper and cardboard. So we are your pupils, Captain
That's
Marty.
awesome. Great. Yay. Sticky back foam. A lot of people haven't used it before. I actually happen to have a lot of pre-cut shapes right now with me. So I've got like circles, and I've got squares and triangles, but it's going to be easy to cut. It is great for working with kids of all different ages. Essentially what it is it works just like a sticker. So you peel the back off and it's going to stick onto things. And I use stickers with kids all the time, and they work with kids as little as 15 months and up. It's a great way to work with our motor skills. You can peel them off and stick them on things.
Yeah,
and so really, what we're going to be doing is, in your case, you'll cut out shapes and put them onto your puppet, or I'll use my shapes to put them onto my puppet. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I just wanted to really showcase sticky back foam because it's such a great craft tool to use with kids. Yeah, I can talk a little bit about sock puppets. I remember now, I wanted to also show you my book. I wrote a book about sock puppets called Sock Puppet Madness, and it's got how to make a bunch of puppets. I wrote this book a bunch of years ago, but it's still so much fun, and it has a lot of the things that I'll talk about.
That's so cool.
Today. Yeah, I've written a bunch of books, but that one's about sock puppets, so that seems the most relevant to do.
Cool.
But yeah, so I love making not only sock puppets, I like making sock puppet characters. So I thought I would show you a few of them first, like in real time, and that aren't just they're portraits. A lot of these are characters I've made as portraits, but here's one who's really funny.
Oh my goodness.
This is Herb Bloomquist, and he's an earth science professor and semi-professional whistler. And you can see, he's got lots of fun details. He's got teeth and hair and a tie. And it's really whatever you can imagine. Let me see. I'll pick a couple more to show you. Oh, this is really fun. Here is a unicorn. This is a sparkly unicorn. She's a little bright because I have the lights on. But you can see the big unicorn horn and great big eyes and teeth. I love giving them teeth. That's kind of a tricky maneuver, but I will show you guys how to do that maybe a little later. So obviously stuff like this is a little bit more complicated than we're going to do with sticky back foam, but it gives you a sense and a feeling of, how much fun you can have with your imagination when making puppets.
We are super excited about that. We don't have any white foam though for teeth.
Okay.
That's okay. A lot of my puppets have yellow teeth or blue teeth or whatever. Whatever you have is great. This guy back here, that's a bigger puppet, but he has yellow teeth. That's Uncle Monster Face. He's one of my flagship characters for a band that I'm in called Uncle Monster Face.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
I love it.
I can't even keep track of it anymore. Okay, so let's see. I made some notes for myself. Okay, you've got all of your tools. I was going to show the tools. I'm going to actually probably use bigger scissors, but there are kid scissors that are great to use for younger children. And I am sometimes going to use a hot glue gun. Hot glue guns are super fun and really, really helpful. But they're not for little kids. They're for grown-up helping friends. So ask for help and ask for permission with those. Older kids, though, can totally and they're great fun. But I also have stuff like glue sticks that I use. I use all that stuff. And there are smaller ones if you want to start a little bit smaller, too. It's a little bit safer. I also have a train whistle here for no particular reason. All aboard!
So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
If for no other reason than to just have fun blowing a train whistle.
Love it.
Yeah, one of the most amazing things about puppets is they're good for kids of all different ages. Little ones aren't going to be able to manipulate them, but they're still going to love to see them and interact with them. They're so wonderful.
Yep.
So let's see. I want to start, I think, by doing some sketching. Often what I do when I make a puppet is I sketch it out a little bit first. There are two ways you can do it. You could just be inspired by your sock and then just have fun playing. But I just wanted to show you how I work a little bit. So I actually have this little outline that I make and often give out. And it looks kind of like a sock. Like you can see its mouth and its face. And so I'm going to sketch out a little character on it. Here, I'm going to back up a little bit so you can maybe see my desk a little. Is that better? A little bit.
Either way. We like it either way.
Maybe I'll come close. Sound effects. So I know that I'm using these sticky back shapes. So I'm gonna sort of base my drawing off of these shapes. But you guys can cut out whatever you want. Awesome. So I'm gonna look at my little face, and the first thing I want to think about is where I'm going to put my eyes. The eyes are really important when you're making puppets. They can have as many eyes as you want, but it's going to make a big difference in how your puppet feels when you use it and how it is to look at things. So I think I found these cool red triangles, and I'm going to sketch it out first on my drawing. Give me 1 second.
Okay, well, let's see. What do we want? Ooh, I see underbite in there. I see.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I've already got a couple eyes on there.
Cute.
And I have these really nice hearts, so maybe I'll use a heart for a nose too. And yeah, if you have ideas like teeth and hair, we can figure out how to do that in a little bit.
All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
And if you have any colors, you can color it in too.
We don't have any colors over here, but our friends might. Our friends over at that are watching at PunkinFutz here, they might have some colors they can do.
PunkinFutz friends, thanks for watching us today. How's everybody doing out there?
I hope they're doing excellent, just like us, and enjoying this very hot day.
It is hot, and I turned the air conditioner off so I could talk to you guys. So I've got a little sketch there. I like to sketch before I work. Actually, I'll show you another quick example while you're doing some drawing too.
Yeah.
In my sketchbook, here's my current sketchbook right now. I always keep a sketchbook, and here's a drawing that I did of a puppet called Gimbal Squonk. Gimbal Squonk is from the Kickstarter that I mentioned, and you can see my drawing is kind of like that little outline. You know, I'd imagined where I'd put a beak and a hat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And here's the real puppet.
So cute.
Yeah, it's so fun. I love sketching things first. So like I say, it can be really fun just to build them spontaneously. I don't want to discourage you to do that, but it's so much fun to do some drawing first too. And if you draw something and you change your mind while you're making it, that's totally okay too. But once again, there's no wrong way to make stuff with me.
I love it. I love it.
So let's see. What else do I want to show you? No wrong way, no wrong way. I write that down all the time.
No wrong way. I'm going to put that on here.
All right. So I've got my drawing going, and I've got my triangle eyes, but I'm going to need a sock. Am I right? So the first thing that I want to do now that I have some ideas going is to pick a sock. I've got some sock selections here. Some regular socks, a blue sock, and a purple sock. And I think I'm going to pick the purple sock for my puppet.
I like that one.
Yeah. But while I'm here with these socks, maybe I'll show you a very, very simple puppet. So I'm just going to put this sock on my hand. There's nothing inside, nothing yet, right? And now here's my thumb. And here's the top of my hand. Close it up like that. And I'm almost ready. I will just give it 2 eyes. One right here, one right here. And look, I made a puppet. Hi, how are you? How are you today? And that's the simplest sock puppet you could ever make. And they're really fun. And you learn so much by having these really simple sock puppets. I love to make them. But
I think you have some really cute conversations together. You know?
yeah, it gets very interesting in here. I make my sock puppets. I actually make them. You could tell like the mouths are a little bit more stiff and stuff, like with the unicorns.
Yeah.
They have a little bit more stuff in their head. So usually what I do is I cut out an oval out of cardboard. Okay. This is just recycled cardboard. I recycle all of my stuff. I love to use recycled materials in all of my art. I make so many things out of cardboard. It's the best. So I glue this down to the inside of the mouth. And I also glue a little bit of fluff to the top. Now, you guys might have a tricky time doing that without hot glue. This is a hot glue thing to do.
Okay.
Then try to glue it in with some regular glue. I've actually already prepped one for myself, but that's not totally necessary for you to do to make a puppet, okay? Usually when I show up at a workshop, I've already got a bunch of these made for you. But so you can see this guy's already got some fluff on the top and his cardboard oval. And that's if you just want to have like a little bit more of a sturdy mouth and some fluff on the top of their head. That's their brain so that they can think. And I've actually even gone a little further and I've added a piece of felt oval and glued that into the mouth. And these are things that you don't have to do. A grown-up helping friend can really help a lot to get this stuff ready. What I usually do in a workshop with little ones is I hand them this as their kind of canvas, and then they can put the stickers on, and then I finish it with hot glue. But it's very fun to just work with the sock as is. It's great. I'm going to put this on my hand so you can just see what I mean by giving it a hard mouth. Like that. Yeah, I see yours. Awesome work, Rebecca. Yeah, how's everybody doing over there? You guys feeling good?
I think we have we have one laughing puppet over here.
Yeah, we'll do some work together. If you don't have the ability to get the hard mouth on the inside, another fun thing to do is decide where your mouth is, and maybe you could color a little bit there because it can give the mouth a little bit of depth. You can really start to see how it's gonna feel.
Gotcha. Okay. And then the I guess the cardboard should go on the side opposite of the heel, right?
Correct. That's correct. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, it'll work if you do it the other way around, but yeah, the cardboard is glued in on the side opposite the heel, and the heel has the brains in it.
Gotcha.
You don't need that for your puppet. It's just something that I do to make them a little bit more fun and a little bit more full. Not a big deal if you don't have that. And I'll mention now that, I said that we're making a Citizen of Sock Puppet City. It's when I'm making my puppets, all of them become characters, like my sock puppet portrait characters. And I like to start thinking about it while I'm working, but you can think about it in advance too. I have these cards that you can probably find on my website or my Facebook or whatever. It's a good way to get yourself started, to ask yourself some questions about what your character is going to be. But you can ask all sorts of different questions. Some of the questions I have in my head are like, what's the puppet's name? What's their job? And what are some of their favorite things, like their favorite food or book or place or thing to say? And one more thing, if you wanted to get really into it, is what do they want to do? If you think about what your puppet really wants, you might start to think about some stories for them too. So I'm not even sure what this puppet's going to be like, except that I have my sketch for it. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to find these triangle shapes that I had in mind for their eyes. So how are you guys doing over there? Do you have some ideas for eyes and stuff?
I do, yes.
You have the big sheets of sticky back foam, so you'll want to cut out your shapes first, and then when you have your shape, you just want to peel the back off.
Okay.
Work just like stickers.
All right. I'm excited.
You can get the peel started, and then they can peel it off themselves.
Okay.
How big do you think they should be? Okay. Should I be bigger than this?
So I'm looking at my drawing. And now I know where I want to put my eye. Right here. Here's one eye for me.
One eye for you. I got that eye.
I think I might do a different color for my second eye. I got inspired while I was working. And
I like when that happens. You get inspired by working.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, it's a give and a take. Sometimes the material inspires the work a little bit.
Yeah, and sometimes I guess maybe people might want to, or kids might want to figure out the name and the occupation of their puppet first, and then draw it. That's
Exactly. Yeah, it can go all different directions. It sort of depends. If you have an idea for a story or a show, you might want to think about it a little bit more in advance.
Yeah.
So I've got these two shapes already for my eyes in place. I think I want to think about where I'm going to put my eyeball pupil, though, like where the middle of my eye is.
Yeah.
And eyes in puppets are really important. If you think about it, we pay a lot of attention to our eyes, and puppeteers pay a lot of attention to what they're doing with the eyes of their puppets while they're moving them around.
Okay.
You can have a lot of different effects depending on where you put the pupil, but I'm just going to put a dot in the middle, and we'll see how it looks. But you could put the dot to the side, and it would feel like your puppet was looking to the side, or you could put it going in different directions, and it would seem like your puppet was like being a little wacky. But let's check it out.
Awesome.
Mine's exasperated.
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 Yes, sometimes while you're doing this, like the personality will really start to emerge a little bit.
Gotcha.
And you know, the pupil can be tiny or really, really big. I'm just using a black marker to do that. And I'm using a circle to make the pupil. But it could be any shape that you could think of. So you see I've got two eyes there. I like how this puppet is coming out. And I had drawn a little heart for a nose. So I think I'm going to stick with that. I'm just using my pre-cut sticky back shapes. But if you're cutting out your own shapes, you can come up with whatever shape you want. There's a lot of different fun shapes for noses. Circles, hearts, rectangles, triangles. Try different shapes out.
I like that. Cindy, what kind of shapes are you all using?
I've got some circles, and we're going to make triangle eyebrows.
Oh, that's such a great idea. I love triangle eyebrows.
Gotta have eyebrows.
Yeah, that's an advancement move here.
Without eyebrows.
I feel there's a lot of emotion in your eyebrows, right? I mean, you can move them all around.
Yeah, that's a big thing. You're tapping into something serious there. Eyebrows can give a puppet character or a drawing so much emotion. If you make them into a V, then your puppet will look angry. If you put them back, they'll look a lot more happy. So here is my puppet starting to come together.
Oh, that's an adorable little.
And there's my drawing from it.
Look at that. That's adorable.
It is really cute. I'm really happy with it, actually. I drew some hair on mine. I'm going to add some hair. There's a lot of different things you can use for hair. Sometimes I give my puppets hair with yarn. Here, let me show you. This is actually some felt I have as well. This is a little puppet I made named Isabel. She took a little while to build.
Oh my gosh. She's
Her hair is made out of the same stuff that I made the mouth out of, which is the just regular craft felt.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm actually going to use, I think, for this puppet, though, what I use for a lot of the puppets. So you see on the unicorn, it's got this little fun poof. I have a lot of these boas. They're so great. And I'm just going to snip a little piece of it and glue it onto the top of this puppet's head.
Gotcha.
Do you guys have any questions?
Good, I think.
I think everybody's hard at work making their sock puppets.
That's usually what happens when I do a workshop. I give them the material. Usually I'll wait to give people the body and we'll talk a lot because once it's in their hands, it's like very focused.
Yeah, I guess it does make you really want to focus on making a really good puppet.
Yeah, and I make sock puppets with cool kids of all ages. This is a great activity to do with growing up helping friends and little kids, all of them.
Everybody.
Let's see.
All right. So I am looking pretty close to my drawing here.
Oh, you are, aren't you?
You're good at this. Living.
I'm going to pull an advanced maneuver here as we wind towards the end. I'm going to give this guy some teeth. This is definitely something you would need hot glue for it. I do apologize that so many of my little tricks use hot glue, but I promise it's really fun just to use a sock with sticky back shapes. And I hope you guys are having fun with that.
I know we are.
Great. That's awesome.
Really cool.
So I'm taking some foam that isn't sticky back. This is just regular craft foam, and that's what I use for a lot of the decorating of my puppets. I'm just going to cut out 2 rectangles. And the part that I glue on these to get the teeth to stand up is the little thin part, this little edge. I'm going to put glue on this little edge, and then I'm going to hold it in place for a few seconds. And then when I'm done holding it in place, it'll stand up as a tooth.
Gotcha.
So let me back up one so you can see me work on that.
You guys are so much cuter.
No, you're so cute. Look at you. I like your.
You guys are so much better. You got a dragon.
I bet everybody's are perfect. I want to see what everyone's doing.
Let's see.
That guy up first.
Oh, I'm not ready.
No, that's okay. You don't have to be ready.
I'm just gonna get more.
Oh, that was
That was my phone. It's okay.
Yeah, she has a little. Okay, it's pretty cute.
Okay, so now I talked to my whole face goes in.
I love it.
And now mine has a couple of teeth.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah, this is my drawing.
Wow. Thanks. So Jesse says, "Oh, sorry, but Shanique and I are competing putting it up." Jesse says, "Thanks for the rad puppet
pedagogy." Jesse is Jesse is a dear friend and a fellow teacher. We've worked together as teachers for small children for many years. He's an extraordinary person. Thanks for watching, Jesse. I love that you're out there.
Hi, Jesse.
He's a great teacher.
Hopefully he's out there making a puppet with us too.
I hope so. If he is, I hope to see it. I think he's already got a few in his life. He's been a long-time supporter of my work.
That's awesome.
Thank
What
you.
did I want to say? Okay, so I'm doing some teeth here. Really quickly, I'll talk you through a little bit of very basic puppetry stuff.
Yeah.
So, you're using your hand like this. This is the bottom of the jaw, and this is the top. And the top of my hand, if you had fluff in there, is sliding underneath the fluff. And this is the bottom of the jaw, moving it up and down.
Okay.
One of the best ways to practice with your puppet is to just have them count. So one of the things that all puppeteers really think about are the syllables in a word. So you go like this. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's really easy to notice that when the puppet says 7, he's got 2 syllables to what he says. And it's a really good way to practice with your puppet. And if you want to get a little bit more into it, you can start pushing the words out a little. 7, hello, and thinking about their voice too. Maybe it's hi, hello, or low, hello. And then you can start to be inspired to give your puppet their character. I'm gonna look at my character sheet and see if I can come up with some stuff. Let's see. My puppet's name is Lily Rose.
What's my puppet's name?
Her job is she's a male person.
A male person.
She's a male. Her favorite food is zucchini.
Zucchini. I love it.
Exactly
Her
right.
favorite book. Oh boy, I don't know. Her favorite book is Jurassic Park.
Ooh, that's a great book.
Book, not movie, but the movie is so good. Same answer for favorite place, Jurassic Park.
I have I have something that kind of looks like a
dragon, dinosaur.
A dinosaur.
Oh, nice! Oh, wow, look at that! I want to see. We're getting close to the end. Look at you! You just did spikes. Oh, you are showing me up over there.
Yeah.
That's amazing! Oh, wow!
Let's see Maddie's.
What a creative crew you guys are! This is so fabulous. I love that zoomy stripe. Is that like a unicorn horn?
It's whatever you want it to be.
All right. What else have we got, family? I want to see more.
Well.
Here's
It's a very pathetic,
Here,
aristocratic.
Bring it close. He's
Oh,
really
I love it. I love it. I love it.
He's
No, there's
adorable.
always one in the bunch who likes to go for that, like the first on the bunch.
Right? Who?
Oh, you guys are all pros.
The shy one.
You didn't need me in the mix. Come on, look at this stuff. You're showing me new tricks here. This is great.
We have to do this again later.
It is a really fun thing to do with a group of adults. You put this stuff out, and everyone has a lot of fun, you know?
Amazing. We're gonna have to come up with all of our favorite books and
It's
names and
adorable.
jobs later. I suppose. Yeah. It's gonna be our nightly.
The new nightly hang. What about that TV? We're making sock puppets every night.
Every night. Yeah. No bones for us. Yeah.
That is what my life is like.
I think it's a perfect life. I like it. I like it a lot.
I do too. I do too. Well, let me know if you guys have any questions. That's some really, really basic moves and ideas. But yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. And at the bottom of the screen, Shanique is sharing all of Marty's things. So if you want to know more about Sock Puppet City, go to sockpuppetcity.com. And then also, I think the Return to Sock Puppet Portraits Kickstarter. So give to Marty, and you can get a Kickstarter or the gift him. And there's Sock Puppet Portraits. I think there's probably different levels, and you can probably get a sock puppet portrait.
Yeah, you can get sock puppets or sock puppet portraits. It's mostly for the portraits, but there is one level where I'm doing a build a sock puppet where people get a menu and they pick stuff out, and then I build the puppet that they want, which is really fun. It's been actually really popular. I might do more with it later.
Yeah, you should. That sounds really amazing.
It's really neat. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, that runs until August 18th, and we're getting close. So please check it out and please support. This is my life and my dream to be doing it. So I'm so grateful to be here with you guys to give a little bit of attention to it. I really appreciate it.
We're so excited to have you, and we're obviously having a lot of fun with us over here. So in Marty's life in pictures, is it Instagram? Marty stuff at Marty stuff? Is that?
Yeah, Marty stuff. Like there's sort of like the bigger brand of all the stuff I do is Marty stuff, and then Sock Puppet City is where all the sock puppets live. So I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I do have a lot of other things that are music and books that I do, but I'm best known for the sock puppets. So if you're looking just for the sock puppets, go to sockpuppetcity.com.
Sounds amazing. Please follow all of our guests. Please follow Marty if you don't already on Facebook and on Instagram, and give to his Kickstarter and make puppets.
It's fun.
It
Thanks
is.
so much, and everyone else go to PunkinFutz and go buy their cool stuff. It's a really great company. You're supporting me.
Thank you. We got some X-rated. We're gonna blur it out. Over here.
I know it's a funny thing, right? It can get kind of baughty. Yeah, I'll see off a few more that I got here before we. Are we wrapping up? There's a shark.
There's a shark.
And I'll show you how like wild you can go with them. Here's one that's an Egyptian mask that I made on it. So.
Oh my god! Amazing! Wow.
You can get really into it.
That's incredible. All of our puppets are in awe.
Oh.
Well, Marty, I know that we have had a blast making our
Thanks. This is really fabulous.
Thank you so much for being on Recess with us. Maybe you'll come again soon and teach us more about puppets.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, our time has come sadly to an end, but we really appreciate you being here and fighting puppets over here. So anywho, enjoy the rest of your summer, kids out there, anyone. And again, thank you so much, Marty. And we'll see everyone hopefully next week or after. So
Thank you, Jess.
yeah. Thank you, everybody. Bye.